Hi and welcome to this Autoemotional presentation for a rather clean 2010 Ford Explorer. As you can see, presented in original white. This really is a choice of expats here in the UAE, and it kind of makes sense for a lot of reasons. I mean, it gives you really just such a comforting ride. The interior's cloth, unmarked, dark, mild grey, and without any rips, tears, or cigarette stains, smells, or burns, because the British expat owners that have had this vehicle for probably about 6 years obviously don't smoke. And you can see it's in really, really nice condition. Color coded body panels throughout, but this vehicle's had a couple of really nice touches done to it. We'll show you in the photographs when it's slightly more darker. All the lights have been upgraded to LEDs. That's something that's actually really poor on these Ford vehicles, is the old style lighting, but this one's got LEDs throughout. Also, 2 remote central locking keys, original Ford ones. So one thing to notice, even the puddle lights have been upgraded. Like literally everything is LED on this vehicle, including also the rear lights. Very hard to see in this glorious sun that we're blessed with here in the UAE, or constantly all year round. But as you can see, the only thing to mention is kind of like an honest graze onto the back, and as you can see, even can be done with touch-up paint, but just a very, very nice clean vehicle. It's had fresh tints throughout, so all the way around it's 30%. It's absolutely legal. It looks darker from the outside than it does from the inside, but from the inside, jump in and you have got perfect clear vision. I do not like driving vehicles with half the windscreen tinted and 70-80%, even up to 100%. It just, honestly, it's just a horrible feeling when it's like you're in a coffin. It's really nasty. But this vehicle, really, it just makes for such a comforting family ride. As you can see, the tires are in absolutely fantastic condition. I'm not sure of the year, should be written on the tire. I'll let you guys know what the year of the tire is. Can I spot it? I think it might be 18 or 19, in fact. Really good condition. Even the alloys are pretty much unmarked, and as you can see, underneath is super clean, and there's a reason for that as well. This is my personal vehicle, that's right, and now it's time to let her go. And as of within the last 500 kilometers of putting this up for sale, the last 500 kilometers, I've just spent around 1,500 doing the gearbox seal, engine seals, top front mount, a mini service, engine oil and everything. It's a super clean example, and of course it has to be, because it's my car. So another thing that was done inside this vehicle, again, because of the sunlight, don't worry, the photographs will pick up all the nice bells and whistles, is I upgraded the audio, and I'll show you that shortly. But as you can see, as mentioned previously, the unmarked interior, and of course this is a 7-seater but with a much smaller footprint, so it means you can kind of maneuver this vehicle as though it's a lot smaller, even if you've got 7 people on board. Electric seats as well, by the way. A very nice touch on these cars. Purchased from a fellow expat. Electric windows, as you can see, the mock carbon fiber sort of trim there. And I always take care of my cars. I think that's a given, considering I've been in the car game for about 25 years now. You've also got the latch. So basically on these vehicles, press this twice and you can pop up just the glass panel in case you want to just get to things within the boot but don't want to open the entire boot as well. That closes. Something else to mention, this car's got 3 cameras. This is one of them, okay? The second one is sitting, as you can see, on the right side of the front rear view mirror, and the third one is down here. So basically this particular camera is for the reverse, when you engage reverse, and I'll show you that HD camera. The front and the rear ones actually record directly onto an SD card, so God forbid anything does happen, you kind of got a double sense of protection there as well. These jumpers have just been changed on the boot, the gas shocks, so the boot holds itself up nice and high, as you can see. So this is going to constantly record anything that's happening behind the vehicle. And again, as mentioned, original tools. This is the first time I've even lifted that in my ownership. Original tools, that's good to see. And of course, you can just pull this up and you've got 7 seats. I'm not going to do it because I like this down. I like the space. Original Ford Tools subwoofer there in the back as well. And of course, you can just drop those that middle row of seats, and you can also drop the headrest as well to give you a bit more clarity. You've got the tow hook. As you can see, nothing in there. Car's never been used for towing anything, but plenty of torque left in her. Again, another honest graze onto the arch. There's probably 3 to mention, and that's about it. I had the vehicle tinted, airbags on the side as well, so really does make for a family-friendly, safe vehicle. Unmarked seats, completely unmarked, and as you can see, you can fold them, move them forward, and the vehicle is also already amped, wired, preamped, so it's basically got all the wires if you want to connect up an amp and a subwoofer. So that's something else that is worthy of mentioning in the notes. Again, electric windows throughout, and as you can see, it's just totally unmarked. It's just in such good condition, and these particular vehicles make for good bit of soft-roading. I've personally never taken it off-roading. I've never taken any of my cars in the last 10 years off-roading. It's a bit crazy considering where I live, but there you go. So what we'll do is perhaps I'm going to turn the vehicle around so that the sun is on the other way around. And of course I'm going to get a couple of bleeps because we are moving without a seatbelt. So as you can see, as you can see, when I engage reverse, you get a really nice quality. Obviously, being my vehicle, I'm going to spend top dollar on it, and I'll demonstrate that camera for you again in a second and show you some of the other little bits and bobs. So if we move it down into the shadows slightly for a very particular reason, I'll show you why. So what you have here is not only so I'll engage reverse, okay, and that will show you that HD camera, really, really handy, especially on a vehicle like this. And going through some of the functions and features, I've just had the car valeted, so I'm not going to put the windows down. Rest assured they all work. One touch for the driver, central locking as well. You can lock the windows to the rear. That's your grab handle. Lots of people always get confused of how to open the door on these cars. But also, you might notice a bit of lighting throughout here, okay? Down in the footwells, on both sides as well as in the rear. Hopefully I can capture that. Yep, I can. And on the rear doors and on the front doors and around this lovely Android stereo. They are all controlled, not only, have a quick fish around here, by this remote control, but also by an app on my phone. So basically I can change the lighting within the cabin of my car. So also, when you download the app on your phone, let me just get to the sensor. When you also download the app onto your phone, there you go, nice bit of green or blue or yellow or orange. I actually do like the pink, to be honest, because that's kind of like where we started off with Autoemotional. The guys who follow me will know. So anyway, keep it on the purple, a nice jazzy color. So basically you can actually change the interior lighting with a remote control, or whoever does end up buying the vehicle, simply download the app and you can actually control the lighting from the app on your phone. Now this particular unit, we're not going to go into it because it's just got loads of functions and features, okay? So this is obviously navigation that's built in. It does not need to be connected to your phone to give you any kind of navigation, although because this is an Android, you can connect to your Google Play Store, download the latest Google Maps. You can also connect it and tether it to your phone, so you've actually got YouTube and so on and so forth. And basically it's just a laptop in the car, and you've got a lot of apps that you can utilize in this. I'm not, again, like I said, I'm not going to go through all of them. The one thing that I will show you is, let me just find it amongst all of the apps that I have downloaded, is the camera. So that is, let's see, might be USB record. So there we go. That's actually the front camera. So this particular camera is now being shown here. Okay, and if I toggle it, I can actually toggle it to the rear of the vehicle as well. So, you know, that would be recording while I'm driving automatically. God forbid anyone does hit this vehicle. This car's never had an accident and we want to keep it that way. So all in all, oh, and also Nakamichi tweeters also been upgraded on this vehicle. Of course, you've also got an external microphone there, so you can connect to the stereo via Bluetooth and have your conversations. You've also got tune, seek, they all actually operate on this vehicle, even with the aftermarket head unit, and cruise control, very, very handy, of course, when you are on the roads. AC, as I said, all the gearbox seals, engine seals have been done, so electric mirrors as well. That's kind of a tradition now to showcase the electric mirrors here at Autoemotional, so we won't forget. That's the drivers, that's the passengers, fully working. And also another simple little feature that I like is auto headlights. I just keep it here, I don't touch it, into the tunnel, into the evening time, and basically you've got auto headlights. So really and truly a very, very nice example of a Ford Explorer that's hopefully going to bring a lot of joy to its new owner. Any questions, any test drives, more than welcome. Hit us up. Of course, this is an Ayatollah from Autoemotional.